Something really creepy is happening, but nobody's paying attention. This is really strange, guys. Watch this from Bitcoin Archive. Now, this is in general, not just pertaining to Bitcoin, but this chart is about Bitcoin. Bitcoin social sentiment is near cycle lows with Bitcoin above $100,000. The FOMO phase hasn't even started yet. Wait, it's a ghost town. Where is everyone? Because this chart says that the social metric risk is literally near zero. It's basically considered dead. How? Bitcoin is at all-time highs, new all-time highs, XRP new all-time highs, Ethereum near previous all-time highs, right? But why is the social metric near nothing? Which I'm pretty sure this metric adds in YouTube viewers, how many people are watching crypto YouTube videos, YouTube subscribers, if YouTubers are gaining more subscribers, Twitter followers, Twitter posts about cryptos, anything that has to do with cryptos on social media, guys, right? That this metric, I'm guessing, shows. I don't know because it doesn't say, but it is basically the social metric risk. That's so strange, isn't it? So something's definitely brewing. Why hasn't this popped up like this, right? The last time it popped up like this, guys, at high levels, like really risky, the top occurred. Look at this. Really risky, the top occurred. That's Bitcoin's price. But there's a divergence. Bitcoin's price is moving higher, right? Every altcoin, cryptos are moving higher. But the social metric is going lower. There's a divergence happening. Is that bullish or bearish? This literally feels so creepy. How are we moving higher, but there is no no one's talking about anything, it seems like, right? This tells me one of two things: that the pump hasn't even begun. Bitcoin is above 100K. Literally, the pump hasn't begun. We're like at the bear market bottoms. You guys understand this, right? Look at that. Which means I think Bitcoin can top out at $500K to $1 million a cycle. It's actually a possibility, guys. Or it's gonna die, right? Or this thing is gonna fall like that. It's either or, that Bitcoin is going to $500K to $1 million this cycle, or Bitcoin's demise is near. Okay, it can't be one or the other, because there's a divergence happening. Something is lying here. Either it's Bitcoin's price or the social metric. I'm thinking it's social metric. Let me explain why. Ghost town no more, because extra VOD is here to guide everyone. United States inflation is dropping hard. Powell to cut rates soon. There it is. That's why. That's why there is no quote-unquote interest for cryptos as we speak. Because the Fed needs to start cutting rates. I think that's when somehow, some way, the social metric will just shoot up, which correlates with Bitcoin shooting up and every coin shooting up with it. Right? It's going to be the craziest FOMO known to mankind. Why? Because the Federal Reserve says 2 rate cuts this year still seems appropriate, which means they're talking about 2 rate cuts now for this year, guys. That's actually insane. As soon as they cut once, though, they're going to cut so much. That's all I know, because then they have to, right? They're like forced, which is going to be extremely bullish for markets. So here's the game plan. This chart is really creepy, by the way, that prices are moving higher, but no interest for cryptos, right? It's literally considered dead. It's like, it's not alive. This tells me Bitcoin is going to $500K to $1 million, XRP is going to $100, Ethereum $50K to $100K, like this. This will shoot up like that. It's going to be, the trigger will be the Federal Reserve cutting rates twice this year, okay? And then they're going to keep cutting rates next year. It's going to keep happening. Now, let us pinpoint where the money will be flowing to heavily when this event occurs, September, next month. The Federal Reserve just recognized funds from gold revaluation could be used to buy Bitcoin. It's happening. There it is, right? So I think cryptos will be the main focus, and I think there's a lot of focus on the stock market, right? So this year was the year of the stock market. Next year, I believe, will be the year of cryptocurrencies, and I think everyone's eyes will be looking and staring at cryptos, right? It's like if you haven't been here in 2017, I knew about Bitcoin like middle of 2017, summer of 2017, but then I joined the space late 2017, and I remember how it was so like mystical, like the energy. I haven't felt that energy since then. And what this just a feeling I have. My intuition is sometimes correct, and it's telling me again that next year, or by the before the collapse, or by the end of the cycle, that 2017 feeling will arise again. And it's all going to be due to everything we're talking about right now. Okay? And that feeling was coins would 30x, 100x overnight. I'm not even kidding. I'm not kidding. You would wake up rich. And I think that happens fairly soon. Right? These are like the stepping stones, the first blocks to be placed. Now, here's something fantastic. Again, the rails are being set. You guys understand what's happening from Watch Guru. Just in, China to allow launch of its first crypto stablecoin. That's crazy. Wait, they just unbanned crypto. They literally just unbanned cryptocurrencies. A stablecoin is a crypto. Yes, though it may be attached to a country's currency. This marks a surprising shift from its 2021 ban on cryptocurrency trading and mining, right? Oh, the other day we were hoping that they do unban cryptos, and look what just happened. I told you, wow, they're actually setting the stage for the most monstrous run known to mankind. The 2017 feeling will repeat. This is going to be so majestic, guys. It's going to be crazy. So this event right here will be driven by a strategic push to internationalize the yuan amid UNAC's dollar dominance, with tech giants like Alibaba lobbying since July 2025 for yuan-based stablecoins in Hong Kong. So that's why this is happening as we speak. And it supposedly says that the reason they're bringing upon their own yuan stablecoin is to counter the NAC's dollar-linked cryptocurrencies. Interesting. This may, China, I think, is linked to Tether heavy. Okay. I think it's going to put less pressure on Tether now. Possibly. Well, not really, because everything is already printed though. Right? So maybe in the future. It seems like China maybe wants to get away from Tether. Wait a second. I can't believe it. We literally just cracked the code. No one else is talking about this. Please like today's video. Reports indicate that Tether, the issuer of USDT stablecoin, had significant exposure to Chinese assets, including commercial paper from Chinese companies and securities from major Chinese state-owned banks. China is trying to run away from Tether, folks. I'm not even kidding. This is creepy. Wait a second. What? Here's an interesting diagram from XX as well, guys, which just shows like the cycle of Tether, right? And it's linked to, again, China or Chinese companies, or once used to be, right? Plus, wait, Tether is linked to America as well. Let's not forget, because they have bought American debt. Okay, so if you guys would like to pause and read all of this stuff out, you guys can. But interesting. The end times are near. I repeat, the end times are near. They're going to blast every coin. They're going to repeat 2017. The collapse will then happen. And China doesn't want to be in the midst of it. They're slowly trying to decouple from Tether. Huh? China, you just got caught. You can't run away forever. Exactly. No one can, especially when it comes to us. Justin, Dubai officially approves first crypto options license. So this marks a strategic pivot by UAE to become a global crypto hub, leveraging its virtual asset regulatory authority. Supposedly there's a connection to Ripple here soon, and partnerships like Binance to attract blockchain innovation. And this development, by the way, right, ties to right here, Ripple's prior in principle approval from the Dubai Financial Services Authority, right, which basically gave a boost for XRP. Yeah, this is crazy, right? Fantastic news. More adoption, more innovation will take place. Crypto will engulf the entire globe. I repeat. And to me, it seems like the whales are trying to front run some type of news that may be incoming. Someone just opened a $86 million long position on Bitcoin. He knows what's coming, right? And as well here, another Bitcoin whale opened a 40x long position valued at $45 million. This is odd to me though. Why do like these crazy whales, right? Like what's the position of this? Let's see. The value is half 100 million. Why is it that all these whales go 40x? Did the previous one do or no? Did the previous one open a 40x? Again, 40x right here. Why is that the case? Every whale that's tied to Bitcoin goes on like 40x leverage. Now, with XRP, I believe that's like 15x, right? A 15x long. Maybe 20x. But why is it always 40x? That's so strange to me. Right? Odd. Look how everyone got fooled. The same thing with the social metric, by the way, that people aren't realizing and they think we're topping out. But little do people realize is this is how the market makers trick you. They build some type of pattern, right? This is like a bull flag. They went above it. They went below it. They deviated, the price deviated from the pattern twice, above and below. Then they push it back inside the pattern. Bitcoin's at 115K, like right here, guys. Okay, it's like around here somewhere. So don't get fooled, okay? Stay put. Keep your eye on the prize, because when they switch on, it's crazy to me when there's so much news about cryptos, but nobody's really looking at cryptos at all, right? It just seems strange. I don't know. But obviously, before the collapse, all these metrics will shoot up to unbelievable heights, guys, because they need everyone in, especially retail, right? So we could become their exit liquidity. But before the time that this parabola starts, I think they're trying to trick a few people. And they may even pull the last trick in their sleeve, which is the recession card. Okay? So imagine Bitcoin goes a little bit higher, then it dumps like this, and then it pumps like that to 1 million, right? This goes like this, down. It's considered dead, then it pumps up crazy like that, right? It catches up like that. This isn't financial advice. Let's see what happens next. But again, ghost town. But hopefully, no more. My name is SoFace. See ya.